Huddle with paperplusoffice.co.nz, your local office supplies specialist, now open for business.
This evening, Cameron Slater from Whale Oil is back with us. Hello, Cam.
Good evening, Larry.
And Josie Pagani is with us. Hello, Josie.
Hello.
Now, I know what you're going to say over this, Cam. Same-sex marriage, big deal made out of this today. Big day for gays. First time couples legally allowed to marry. And I know what you're going to say, so say it.
Well, yeah, anyone who has fought long and hard to have a mother-in-law desperately deserves it. What I'm waiting for, though, is Maurice Williamson to tweet that he's waiting at his office for the four horsemen of the apocalypse to appear, and he's still waiting.
I just saw a bunch of people actually celebrating and crying and hugging each other, but turns out they were divorce lawyers, Larry.
Really? Yes.
I can't wait till the first gay divorce happens. It'll be man bags at 50 paces fighting over chihuahuas.
Yeah, I reckon you should have a radio competition, and when you have the first gay divorce, and the winner gets a holiday, and the loser gets to pay the lawyer's bill.
Yeah. Anyway, the world hasn't fallen in.
No, it hasn't.
The world hasn't fallen in today.
And look, I tell you, when Dick Cheney, the likes of Dick Cheney, the great conservative icon for Cam, supports gay marriage, then, you know, gay marriage is going to win, isn't it? Although I have heard that Dick Cheney supports it because he sees it as a form of torture.
Well, no, with Dick Cheney's daughter's gay.
Marriage isn't a word, it's a sentence.
What do you think about, I mean, some are saying, the next step is polygamy and all this sort of stuff.
Well,
bestiality.
Anyone who wants to have more than one mother-in-law, I reckon they're a glutton for punishment and they should be rewarded for it by letting them have it.
Yeah, I mean, that's just silly, isn't it? The idea that now people are going to go out and marry their dogs is just daft. I mean, it's been a long time coming. We're in some ways, we're so accepting of it now, we're kind of moved on. We're on to divorce.
Well, we've still got to wait for that, gay onslaught that's seeping through the atmosphere that Maurice Williamson was worried about.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if there'll be a big gay rainbow on the first gay divorce. Apparently Minnesota, which has just passed gay marriage, in 1 week had its first gay divorce. But that makes it sound like they were only married for a week. That's not quite true. The couple were married in another state. They happened to get divorced in Minnesota, so it's not quite fair.
But what is the position? We have people come to this country to get married, but when they go back to their own country, they're not officially married anyway, are they?
Well, that's right. So you actually have to go to a state where marriage is legal to get divorced. So it's interesting. But apparently the first wave of gay marriages in America, because this has been, in some states, has been legal since, I think, 2004, hasn't it? They've proved more durable than straight marriages. So that's interesting. But it tells you that maybe the second wave of gay marriages will be the young, impetuous couples that get married and divorced quickly.
Maybe they just nag each other equally.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that's right. Who reads the map and who drives? Who gets the TV remote? There's so much to look forward to.
The bloke does. You know the answer to that, Josie.
Oh, Cam.
We'll come back in a moment. Josie Pagani and Cameron Slater on the Huddle. It's 17-6.
Larry Williams Drive with the new ANZ, the bank that gives you more.
We continue on the Huddle with Cameron Slater from Whale Oil and Josie Pagani. Issue number 2, Josie, to you. Westland Milk has reported elevated nitrate levels in 2 batches of product that were sent to China. It's been quarantined. It presented no danger to consumers. I think they have acted quickly and appropriately.
Absolutely. Look, I'm giving the Chief Executive, Rod Quinn, of Westland, and look, Westland's our second biggest dairy cooperative after Fonterra. He gets the Thomas Tank Engine Award for how to turn a risk into an opportunity. He's done everything right. Thomas Tank Engine, a few years ago, there was a scandal that there was some lead on the paint of Thomas Tank Engine trains. So the company just withdrew them all, told the public, told everybody, let everybody know, and then turns out there was no lead, and they sold them again, and everyone said, right, we trust you, and we'll keep buying lovely Thomas Tank Engines.
Right, well, sales actually increased. What do you see? Look, it's all about perception, I suppose, Cameron, but what I'm impressed with is they haven't done a Fonterra. They haven't put out the PR spin, and they acted decisively.
Well, they haven't been sneaky. They've been, by covering it up for months on end, and they've been forthright and upfront, and you've got to pat them on the back for that. There is a caution, though, here for Kiwi media. not to give our trading partners or competitors, though, an excuse to institute worldwide trade bans. Just look at the facts. None of these issues, including Fonterra and Westland, has hurt any consumers. There's no one got sick. There's nobody at risk from any of these products. And if you to take an absolute positive spin on all of this, it is giving our processes and the way we handle these sorts of food safety issues a real good shake-up.
Now, look,
so there
I
are
think,
some benefits on that.
You've got Westland is showing us how you do this. You're just completely upfront. You give everybody the information. You disclose and you do it quickly.
Yes.
Fonterra, it just shows you actually how they've damaged the whole industry, because by sitting on it for so long, by not telling us everything, then telling us a bit, then telling us the wrong thing, that now perception and trust, which is everything in business, has been damaged. So it's not that the media suddenly reported it. It's that Fonterra really mucked up the disclosure of information.
Sure, but our media is prone to go over the top on things.
All right, well, the media is actually saying they're reporting this as contamination. It's not. This is not possible botulism. Anyway, Cameron, issue number 3 to you, the WINS food card, and the woman beneficiary claiming she wasn't allowed to buy tampons.
It's the media again. If it bleeds, it leads, and they've really gone over the top on this.
No, you didn't just say that, Cam.
I sure did.
You did, yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly...
Have you guys bought tampons? No, they are really expensive.
Actually, I have.
Have you?
Yes, that's right. In emergency situations, you get sent to the supermarket and you go and do what's required. But the simple fact is we've got a little-known blogger, someone who actually said she'd plant convolvulus and dandelions and other weeds on Margaret Thatcher's grave, comes out with a anonymous informant with no documentation, says that this is fact, and the media runs off with it and bashes Paula Bennett and the government for being evil against women.
That's
the
right,
bottom line is it's actually not true.
It's not true, that's right. I mean, I wish it was, because if tampons were luxury items, then surely dental floss is the feminine hygiene of a Maserati. It does make you think, what is luxury and what's not? So is shampoo not luxury, but conditioner is luxury?
But isn't the point here, though, Josie, that it's not policy at all?
I wish it was true, and it's not true.
It's not true. All right, so let's move on. Back to you, Josie. The America's Cup, yesterday, Team New Zealand did a nosedive, and they were ahead by some margin. They went on to win today. Gear failure. Team New Zealand sees Luna Rossa sail past them, and they win their first match, so it's 1-1. What do you see in all of this? Was it snooze material until the nosedive? What do you think?
Well, the regatta itself has been a disaster, but it's been a disaster because not enough boats have entered, not enough teams have entered. And that's because the perception is that Oracle has somehow bent the rules, so they've all just gone off. And that's a real shame. So it looks like a competition with no one in it, like Serena Williams playing tennis against a wall. But it's a real tragedy, I reckon, Larry, because this is something that's akin to the Formula One car racing. It's space-age technology, and New Zealand dominates in it. I mean, not just Team New Zealand, but Russell Coots and so on. We should be the best boat builders and designers in the world.
Well, we are.
But why aren't we capitalising on it?
Well, we are. I mean, Cameron.
The Toyota of boat building. Just like Japan next time.
We'll actually probably win this because pretty much the Kiwis are involved in all of that design aspects and build aspects. We'll win this, and then we'll bring it back, and that will actually mean that the $30 million of subsidies that have been poured into Team New Zealand will have been worth it. We would have got that money back anyway with the development costs and things like that, and it's sure as hell a lot more entertaining, a lot more fun than subsidising the liberal elite arts bludgers in the NZSO and the ballet.
All right. Thank you, Cameron. Cameron Slater and Josie Pagani on the Huddle. Murray Deaker in just a moment. It's now 9 to 6.